Yes, for myself. Making a film about myself. So every day, I leave my house at 7 a.m. and I come back at 9 p.m. This has been happening for a year now. And I do this because I don't feel comfortable around my family. The reason why I do stay out all the time is to avoid conflict with them. And I thought that being away from them will help the situation that I'm going through now, but is doing nothing but making the situation worse. They're lost when it goes to like the person I am, because I feel like I've changed so much and they are not aware to the person I have changed into. They see something different and I see something different. I want them to see things through my perspective. So I feel like confronting them and telling them how I truly feel will help. It will help us. There's only 2 people in my family I feel that I can talk to about the issues with myself and my family. That's my cousins, Derek and Nichelle. They are aware of how my family treats me sometimes and are annoyed by what my family does to me. I have decided to show them a picture that my mom photoshopped of me looking thinner.
She thought you looked bad here, which you obviously didn't. She made you look worse in this one.
That's true. It's definitely not okay.
It kind of hurts my feelings. Definitely hurts my feelings. Especially knowing that your feelings were hurt by it, too.
And it's like, it's one thing to say that, and it's another thing, like, when you start to think about, like, how young girls are impressionable enough as it is, like, young girls are constantly told that we're not good enough the way that we look.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we even have to deal with that in our own families. And that really sucks. Like, aside from, like, social media, we have to deal with that from our own mothers. It's crazy.
Nichelle is not just my cousin. She's my best friend. We relate to similar things such as food, music, and being supportive to each other.
For me. And you had my back when everybody said I wasn't anything.
It was you that kept. What we also relate to is how the way our family treats us for being so close. Talk about when I started filmmaking.
When you quit your library job to go join DCTV and everyone was like, don't do it! You're not gonna make any money! When you had told me about it, I was like, bet. Then quit your library job and do it. And then everyone told you that you were only doing it because of me, because I influenced you. I told you to do it. When in reality, you just wanted to try something for yourself for once.
It's like when they're gonna like actually like start to recognize that I do things on my own and then start like trying to get to know me better instead of assuming that I'm following somebody else. Because that's annoying.
Mom, I believe in you. I always have. And you know that.
This is the picture of the overalls that I was told not to put on because it showed the rest of my bottom stomach, which is not good to show from what my family said. Me and the show got ice cream. We were offered it by my mom's boyfriend and we got, what's the word, body shamed? Mm-hmm. But honestly, I don't care anymore. This shit good.
There's some good ass ice cream.
Some good ass ice cream, and then they told me that my overalls, that it was overshowing my stomach. I didn't buy it because I didn't want the start of any altercation in the store. You know, even if the curve is showing or not, it just shouldn't be a problem. My grandma has raised me my whole life, and I love her for that. But I need to let her know how I feel about the way she makes comments about my body image. To be in a safe environment, you raised me to be aware of things, but I don't feel like you raised me to fully find like confidence in myself when it goes to my weight sometimes. But I know you say things sometimes because you care about my health. Yeah. But I also feel like sometimes things you say can be hurtful. Fat jokes, not even the fat jokes.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't call you fat.
Something.
I call you fat?
There's times that you call me fat, Ma.
But that's playing around, but we don't call you
I know,
fat.
but I know sometimes, I know to you guys it seems like you're playing around, but when I have to think at the end of the day, wow, do I really look like this? And it really affects how the way I really see myself, and I see myself in a negative way. Then
So then
it's not
you
a joke
should take
no
care
more.
of yourself and don't gain a lot of weight. So don't.
I can agree to you that I can take care of myself. I just don't agree on how the way you put it to other people.
Turn that off.
Fine.
Bye. How?
So I am currently waiting for my sister to do my makeup right now. And what I'm gonna do while she does my makeup, I am gonna talk to her about how our family likes to label our gender by how the way we act and how the way we are. Jalyssa! I guess growing up, like, I noticed that boys were getting more attention. So I was like, holy shit, if I'm a guy,
How the fuck do boys get more attention?
well, they're allowed to do a lot of things, and that's something. A lot of those things that they were able to do is stuff I wanted to do, and I couldn't do it because I had a vagina.
Like what?
I get like, when I was never able to like go anywhere. I had to go with Jeremy, and they used to. I remember they used to always tell me, "Oh, it's because Jeremy's a boy. You won't understand." Well, I didn't really understand because, like, the excuse that because he was a guy, he was able to do more things than most of us because we were girls is pretty.
Because they feel like boys can defend themselves and girls can't.
Okay, but look at you. You have muscles for days. You punched a guy in the face before, so their reasoning is wrong.
Have him here.
Thank you for doing my face. Thank you for doing my face.
You're welcome, bitch.
Thank you.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
Hello? Bite me.
So you're an amazing mother. Obviously, you have raised 3 kids, and for what you do as a single mother, I do look up to you.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I've wanted to confront you and let out that for the past year, I've been feeling pretty uncomfortable around the family, and this is only because I feel that there's a lot of negativity towards like judgment going on in our household. When I was little and I was having these words thrown at me, I'm trying to like get you guys to understand because it could affect someone as a little kid because it makes them see something of themselves that they're not.
Then approach each person separately and tell them you don't like it. It makes you feel uncomfortable and you want it to stop. You have to tell each person individually.
I'm gonna start with letting this loose with the Photoshop picture because this is the regular picture of me. You remember this picture, and then this is the one you photoshopped. How you feel about that?
I don't feel bad. I was trying to I Photoshop. Every time we take pictures.
Because I know when you posted that day, I did write something under the picture too. I was like, there was like the regular picture I thought was perfectly fine. I was just very curious to why my son
because
had to be
Adobe
thin.
Photoshop, every picture that we take makes us look
Thinner.
takes our thinner and it takes our blemishes off. Apps in today's world, and you should know this because you're in filming.
This is Photoshop. This is Photoshop at the next level.
It's not Photoshop. It's called 360.
I didn't know how the way you photoshopped it. All I know is that I saw it on social media and I noticed that my stomach was thin. That's all I saw from my perspective.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that I had this conversation and I hope you understand how I've been feeling right now. And I'm working now to make a change to it, and I'm hoping there's a change that happens after I had this conversation, and I hope that next time when we have a conversation with the family, you'll realize what how I actually feel sometimes. Like if there's like a moment where they say something, like you can actually see how I feel, and not like. Thank you.
Kiss.
I thank you. So it has been a week since I let everybody know how the way I feel, and I'm relieved that everybody knows how the way I feel towards them, but I feel like there have been no progress made. I recently went on a trip with a few people in my family, and I had a tremendous amount of fun for all of them, and I loved it. But going on that trip made me realize that I am still emotionally isolated from them, and at this point, I think it's gonna still remain the same, where I can't really tell them how I really feel. A perfect family is not realistic. This is what I have to keep in mind with my family. We might not see things eye to eye by the way they treat me. What we can both agree on is that we only have each other. No matter how bad a situation can get, we still manage to find love for one another. We still manage to be a family.